Sagittarius, what's up, gang? What's up, gang? What's up, gang? If you're new here, welcome. If not, you know what to do here. Grab your chapstick, grab your water, and then come on back and grab your messages. And if you are seeking something a little more personal to what you've got going on in the meantime, in between time, go ahead and jump down to the description box below. And the link to the website and all the ways you can reach me can be found down there. What else? What else are we missing? I think that's it. I think that's it. Without further ado, this is going to be your last week of June. Without further ado, the Ace of Wands. Some of y'all got new opportunities popping out for this week. Showing. You got to pop out and show niggas this week. Sagittarius is what I'm hearing. Without further ado, let's get into it. Your last week of June messages. Here we go. What we got for my June? Six of Swords. So y'all are moving to calmer waters in a space of harmony, not necessarily in love. This is definitely giving me almost in business, almost in like your everyday life, but not necessarily in love. This is moving to calmer waters. There could have been like a tower that was avoided, making you move to calmer waters, in a more harmonious kind of like in union, almost like a in flow and purpose kind of situation going on here. We've got the Page of Cups out here, which could talk about a few surprises, a few hiccups coming up as well. But as well as the Page of Cups is creative. She's in flow. They are in flow. They are intuitive, and also, like I said, this is mainly surprises on this like road to like peace, harmony, stillness. Not huge hiccups, just little things where you're like, okay, how the fuck did that happen? What else is for my Sagittarius? Again, we've got this Page of Wands. So you could be having, this could be some of these hiccups could be the result of like new ideas not necessarily being able to take place or come into fruition right away. And it's just because they are, you may be passionate about these ideas, but they're not fully formed. They're not fully thought out. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. As I say that, there's not complete clarity when it comes to some of these ideas you've got going here. Complete clarity in like the logistics of them, how they're supposed to play out. And that may be a lot of why these feel like hiccups or little bumps in the roads, on this way to clarity, to peace, to this like divine union, if you will, if it is love for some of you. But for most of you, this is clarity, peace, this is harmoniousness, this is being in flow. Tell me more about this. Three of Swords. This could be you moving on from like a time of heartbreak, a time of grief, a time of not necessarily just romantic heartbreak, but like separations that have just left you like feeling like the general energy surrounding your life is chaotic, right? Tell me more of this. Three of Swords, a Five of Cups, a time of disappointment and codependent energy. You're coming out of this like disappointed with the Five of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. This both of them showing up in reverse. You're coming out of this disappointed, codependent energy, going back into that more self-reliant, self-sufficient energy, really dependent on yourself at this time, Sagittarius. Really dependent on putting your eggs in your own basket is what I'm hearing here. The King of Cups. So this could have been again after a situation where you feel like you were emotionally manipulated, or several situations, whether they be across the different areas of life, work, partnership, business, where you just feel like people were trying to emotionally manipulate you. Maybe they saw you as young and youthful, childlike, and they thought, oh, here, I can just give you this. This kind of reminds me of, it's funny, I'm going to use this example, something we used to do with my little brother. We were older than he was, so obviously, but to the point where, like, yes, he understood video games, but not well enough to play. So we would literally just give him a controller that was not plugged in. This is giving me that same kind of situation where, like, somebody's giving you a controller that's not plugged in, and they think that you are still young enough that you're not aware that that's the problem. Again, and that's supposed to be emotionally manipulating, almost like, here, you've got a chance. The Page of Pentacles giving you a small offer. Here, you've got a chance, and you have wisened up with the King of Swords on this side. Almost like they can't do that anymore. Very much like they can't do that anymore. And that may be, again, why some of these little hiccups are coming up, is because whereas people were seeing these as like small offers or small little, oh, they won't notice, you're like, why would I take that? I mean, more here, the transformation card, the death card. You have transformed. You've grown up. You've wisened up. Wiser. strong. You're no longer taking these little bitty ass offers. I know that's right. But you're also like, this is also you creating little offers for yourself, though. Not necessarily creating little offers, but creating, this is you, after a time of transition, this is you creating new things. And you're like wild by the new things that you can create, no matter how big, no matter how small, but just at the prosperous potential of these things. Is what I'm hearing. Six of Pentacles in reverse. No longer feeling like you have to share or give, or like you have to make these things and you have certain financial responsibilities to do. Okay, that's odd. No longer doing things taking opportunities, doing things to make money almost, or make resources, networks, connections, and feeling like you have to share those resources, networks, connections, those pentacles with other people. No longer feeling like that. No longer feeling like you have to give back. You have to give to the right people. It's not saying that you don't give back. It's just saying that you are a lot, the Hangman popping out here, you're a lot wiser about who you give that energy to, who you give that time to, who you give that pentacle to, who you give your resources, your energy, your networks, your connects, who you do favors for. It's a very different energy sitting here. It's almost like somebody has come into union with themselves. They've grown up so much that they become the Empress. Come the fuck on, Sagittarius. Lovely energy, whether you're male or female. Tarot has no gender, so Empress just means you are in that supreme power of like creative flow. This is all four queens or all four kings together. They have the ability to lead, bring things into fruition, to manifest, to nurture things, to be an emotionally stable and a clear communicator. This is you growing up, Sagittarius. That's what everybody's saying here, is that you've grown up, you've become this Empress, and now you're no longer giving to everybody else, but you are giving to yourself. It is with the Knight of Wands. Wanted to show itself. There was a card sticking up there. I tried to shove it back down. The Emperor, as I split the deck. The Knight of Wands communicating that like there's offers coming in, a lot of offers coming in because you're giving to yourself right now, and they're quick offers. But these are also different ways of people like attempting to communicate with you with the Page of Swords here. But also this is an Emperor, somebody who I'm hearing remember that song, somebody want to match my freak. This the shorty that's gonna match your freak. They're coming in because they see you giving to yourself, doing what you do for yourself, making the money, making the coin, making the transitions, making the turn-ups, the deaths, the rebirths, and still being able to lead and be in this harmonious energy, not being in this like pissy, pissed off, disappointed kind of energy. It's also saying that like this is, first off, this offer from this Emperor is coming in pretty quick because the Knight of Wands is one of the fastest moving knights in the deck. But it's also saying he's coming up with a different way of communicating with you. Almost like maybe y'all talked before and somebody got left out in the cold. It just, the communication wasn't right there. It wasn't stable with the Five of Pentacles. I know that's weird, but Five of Pentacles technically builds some sort of pyramid, whereas technically this pyramid would be considered unstable because there's two on the bottom and there's two here in the middle, where technically you should have three on the bottom, two in the center, and then one on top. That is a stable building of a pyramid. This structure, this communication, this relationship, if you will, this dynamic wasn't stable. It wasn't built on a sturdy foundation. It was missing one of the pentacles at the bottom. And that's probably what's coming in to change now that you yourself have changed. You may have met this person before you were an Empress or before they were an Emperor, and you all were not in alignment. But now let's see what this is giving. The Ace of Cups, first card out. I was going to pull you three, but we're going to end this here with the Ace of Cups. Sagittarius, that's your lesson for this week. You've done so much transitioning, so much changing that you've grown up, you've wisened up, so much so to the point that you've become an Empress, that you are attracting in an Emperor with like your behavior, the way you are going about carrying yourself, how you are carrying yourself. And it's great. Keep it up. Do not stop. Do not change a thing. Allow yourself to be in this new energy and understanding like what's coming in, who's coming in, people that are suited for you, and that you can't lose if you already chose. All right, Sagittarius? In the meantime, in the between time, if you are seeking something a little more personal, catered to what you have going on, you can jump down in the description box below or head strictly over to www.TheSpiritualGhetto.org and get your email readings and consultations and things of the things. In the meantime, in between time, it's all love in the hood. Peace.